Okay, so we have here now a translation and discussion of Pliny's letter, Book 6, Letter 20, about his experience at Misenum with his mother, and this will be, of course, chapters 9 through 10, it seems. Besides, or in addition, we saw, so our subject is we, and that's going to be Pliny the Younger and his mom, that, and we have an accusative subject in mare. Mare is a third declension neuter I stem, and so it has that FACO ending E in the nominative and that FACO ending E in the accusative. So we saw that the sea, and here is a present passive infinitive, since we are starting off in the past with videbamus, a present infinitive is going to have to occur at the same time. We saw that the sea was sucked back into itself. This is the precursor to a tsunami. When water leaves from the beach, it's going to come back because that is what happens in a tsunami. And we saw that the sea, as if repelled by the trembling of the earth. Certainly the shore had proceeded out. And so when the water leaves out, it's going to extend the shoreline into what had once been the water itself. And that shoreline, the litus, from litus and then the genitive would be litoris, was holding many animals of the sea, because they're from in, on the dry sands. And so sikis is where we get the word desiccation, and the little packet of gel silica that keeps things dry, it is a desiccant. From another side, latere here comes from latus, lateris, which means side. It's where you get the word lateral, and then of course the muscles on your side are your lats. And from another side, a cloud, dark or black, ater, atra, atrum, and horrendous, having been ruptured, having been burst with runnings. That is going to be the description of kind of the little spidery runnings of a thunderbolt. With the runnings of a fiery breath, that being lightning, runnings having been twisted from torqueo, torquere, a perfect passive participle, and having been vibrated. And of course then that cloud was splitting open into long figures of flames. Those figures, or those flames, those ones, obviously referring to these lightning-like phenomena, they, both similar to lightning bolts, that's what fulguribus are, and so with similes it is going to be dated, because similes requires a dative object, and greater, larger, with the my-or, with I-O-R, and with maiores now, it is going to be your ablative, that is your ablative of comparison. So, those ones, meaning those figures, or those flames, those thunderbolts, they, both similar to thunderbolts, and greater, larger than thunderbolts. Then, truly, that same guy, that same friend from Spain, more sharply and more pressingly. Insto instare means to press on or to stand against, and here it is the adverb and it is comparative. He says more sharply and more pressingly, more insistently, if your brother, if your uncle lives. And so here what we have is the protasis of a present real condition. If that is the case, and we translate the indicatives in conditionals exactly as they are. And so, if he lives, he wants y'all to be safe. If he has died, he has perished. If you take the verb eo ire and you put a pair on it, or if you put an ob on it, it obviously is going to now mean to die or to perish. And this is what gives us, obviously, our word obituary, which, of course, has to do with death. If he has died, and so now it's going to be a past real condition, he wanted, implied y'all, superstites, surviving, standing. Thenceforth, therefore, proinde, what or why. Quid can mean often what reason. Do y'all cessate? do y'all do nothing to evade, to run away? In other words, why do y'all hesitate? Why do y'all do nothing? Why do y'all be idle to run away? We responded that. We in the accusative, as an accusative subject, and then commissuros esse. Now, since we are starting here with the perfect tense in the past, and this is a future infinitive, it has to indicate action after. That after, however, could also be in the past, or it could be in the present, or it could be in the future, and so you use the word would. We responded that we would not commit, i.e., in escaping, leaving, trying to save ourselves, that uncertain about the safety of that guy, that we would consult about the safety of ourselves. What this means is that they would not commit to considering, to consulting about the safety of ourselves, while implied uncertain about the safety of that guy, Pliny the Elder, the uncle. So I'll read it one more time. We responded that, accusative subject, we would not commit to consulting, we would not commit that we would consult about the safety of ourselves, we uncertain about the safety of that guy. So, they are not going to make a decision or even consider saving themselves until they get word about their uncle, and they're going to stand firm in that and not listen to the uncle's friend from Spain who is urging them, get out of Dodge. He actually, we will come to learn, is making the right decision. Pliny the Younger and his mom do not realize the great danger that they are in. So, keep studying. Good luck.